Hey everyone, what's going on? I am Jay Sims, and it is a rainy morning here in the outskirts of St. Louis, Missouri. We are about to take our next load in the Cruising Missouri event. I've got a bit of a plan in place to help us get this Cruising Missouri event a little further advanced. So what I'm going to be doing here is, what I want to do is check, hopefully it's still there. It's not going to pay a lot. It's not going to be a long distance, but there was a load I found in St. Louis that goes to Cape Girardeau. The next spot I'm going to go from Cape Girardeau is going to be down here to Poplar Bluff. I am going to be bobtailing from Cape Girardeau to Poplar Bluff, taking a load from there to another city here in Missouri. That should count as 2 from pickup to delivery, 1 for each. At least that's how the Cruising Arkansas event worked. Is if you picked up in one and delivered in another, that counted as 2. Before we get started and take a look at that load, let's check on Bull, my employee here. We have a employee. His name is Martin V, but I'm calling him Bull for my one and only channel member on J76NY. Bull, thank you very much for your support. Not sure if that looks anything at all like you, but that is you. Just trust me, it's you. You're not a very good driver. You are a 1.7, but you're increasing your skills as you go. The thing I didn't know when I set up this company and hired Bull is I don't think I actually have to do anything to get Bull to do stuff. He just kind of finds his own loads and does them himself. He's already done 2 loads. He's done sawdust panels and IBC containers. He's in our day cab. So he went from Jonesboro, which our home terminal is at, to Austin. I'm thinking that's Texas. Gotta be. He didn't make jack shit. Probably most of that went to paying him. This one was a little bit better, back to Jonesboro. But he's already done 2 loads, and I had nothing to do with it. So go Bull, I guess. I don't know if there's a way that you can micro your drivers a little more, but in a way I am kind of relieved that I don't get the email as I'm driving down the road, hey boss, I need another load, because sometimes I have my hands full with my own shit. So let's get into the contracts here on the external network. Like I said, it was pretty low paying, so there it is right there. Mobile barrier. It doesn't weigh anything. I don't know if I buy that. But it is coming out of Sherwood, going to Midas in Cape Girardeau. So we are going to take that load, and we are going to see where we have to go to pick it up here. Right across the street from the truck stop I stayed at. That's convenient. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the load. You can come along for the ride. At some point I'll check these out, but right now the focus is on Cruising Missouri. So we could take a picture here. Where is it going? Midas. That's on the other side of town. But we can, go up there and check it out before we go to Poplar Bluff, which has a photo op and a video, which is cool. So we'll check all that out. In the meantime, let's get the truck powered up. We are full of fuel and well rested, so falling asleep on the way is not really a concern. Probably would help if I put the damn thing in drive. There we go. Yeah, it's right across the street, so... And there it is, right there. This would probably be easier if I just drove right over that grass. It's tempting, but try and keep a little bit of realism to this simulation. So, that, and as a real driver, doing shit like that, just it's kind of like, you know, I'm sure someone has done it. Someone who's kind of had enough with the BS and probably a really bad day and just said, no, I'm not going around the block. I could just drive over this grass and no one will be the wiser. Then they end up without a job. Oh shit. Don't hit me. Ah, you fucker. Well, I did kind of cut him off, I guess. My brand new truck. I think that's the first time I hit anything. Or, sorry, anything hit me. So what are we looking at here? A mobile barrier. It's a real interesting looking load. Apparently it doesn't weigh anything. So, okay. I guess. And in case you're wondering, I have not turned on the precision hooking. Just because I haven't turned it on. I probably should, you know, realism and all that. It's 127 miles, so it qualifies. Let's see if it gives any information about the load here. I find it hard to believe this thing doesn't weigh anything. 17,900 pounds. Okay. Well, I guess it is what it is. 17,000 pound load of air. All right, off to Cape Girardeau we go. Be a real Billy Big Rigger and let that engine brake rip as I'm cruising through a parking lot at 2 miles an hour. I get it, it sounds cool, but when you're pulling up to the pumps, it just makes you look like a tool. I'm sorry, but it does. And I'm not going to wait for that guy. Doesn't look like an overly big load, so... or an overly long load. Not really too concerned with clipping the corners. Absolutely nothing to report for my work week. Oh, wait, well, maybe there is. It's not really a big deal, but it's something to talk about. So, delivered up in Medina, New York. The load has to deliver by 4 because that's what time they end. And the place that loads it doesn't like to get it loaded until the very last minute. So, you're usually getting there by maybe 3:45, which doesn't make the people very happy, but they understand. They know it's not the driver's fault, it's how the shipper decides to do things. They really shouldn't have a light here. But it's still, it can be awkward because, you know, you're the one that has to deal with them being kind of irritated that you've got 31 pallets for them right as they're ready to go home. So I get it, and I've joked around with the guys about it before. So the way I go, it's probably going to be the last time I go that way because I didn't know I could go a different way through the north end of the Spencerport Expressway, I guess you could call it. It's 531 up to 31 right into Medina. So I took the thruway and I get off at the Pembroke exit. There's 2 truck stops there, a Flying J and a TA. And then I go up north on whatever road that is. And that just basically, you go straight and then you're there. Well, a little ways up that just go straight and you're there thing, friggin' road was closed. And man, did they send me out on it. Did you see it? Let me know if you saw it. You know, if you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, they sent me out into the middle of freaking nowhere. I was in I think it's the Iroquois National Wildlife Reserve. I do believe I have to go this way. So I should probably slow down and get ready to go this way. Oh yeah, that could have been bad. I mean, it was a scenic drive, but it added about 45 minutes onto my trip, which I was already kind of crunched for time with, as was. So when I showed up at 3:55, I had to back in off the street, and they were standing on the outside dock waiting for me. So it was a little bit awkward. Then he found out which way I went. That's how I discovered that trucks are okay to be on 31 all the way from Rochester to Medina. Maybe I'll try that next time. Not really big and adventurous on the whole state highways thing. Learned a long time ago to keep to the big roads, and oh no, you don't say. But I learned a long time ago to keep to the big roads. Just because. These aren't really the things to do to go exploring with. Which gives me something else to talk about, which is fantastic. ATS is going to be having drivable cars and drivable trucks. Like pickup trucks. I mean, there's mods. I've got a Honda Pilot that I haven't installed yet. There's the underground place that I want to check out for the end of the Missouri thing. You see it over there on the left. No, I've got a Honda Pilot that I haven't installed yet. So that would go good in the 3rd slot in my garage. Or I could just buy a 1-slot garage for my car. But that would be a way to drive around and see some of these scenic vistas, photo trophies, and all that. But yeah, you're going to be able to buy cars and drive them. Sure that qualifies really as the original intent for the game, but there's enough of a demand for it that people are making it on their own, so developers responded, there we go. Remains to be seen what it's going to do to all those modded cars. All that. May throw them all out of whack, but to that I say whatever. Looks like sky's lighting up in front of us a little bit. May come out of this rain yet. Yeah, this isn't going to take us long at all. We're already 42 miles out. Probably won't be doing the second load in this episode, but we will bobtail down there and probably by that time find a place to sleep, since Jay is a extreme lightweight in terms of what he drives. I guess I can't really say that. I mean, it's time compressed. In-game time is somewhat compressed, and distance. As you can probably tell, I mean, 130 miles in real life would have taken me 2 hours or so. But here in the game, it's probably only about 20 minutes. That's why I'm gonna bobtail over there. You're gonna come along for the ride. One of the rare times I do that, but never actually bobtailed any amount of distance just to get just to pre-position myself for the next load before, so it'll be a first for me. There's Cape Girardeau on the map and on the sign. Wow, it's right off the exit too. I wonder if we're gonna have to back this weird thing in. There are 6 of 10 discovered of the Missouri area. I have driven through 6 of 10. I haven't delivered to 6 of 10. Which is one of the reasons why I'm going to be hoping for that double event load. That's my goal anyway. And we'll find out if it doesn't work. I've got till June something to finish this event, so not overly worried about it. If you guys haven't checked out my first city builder foundations, go ahead after this video, check it out. It's really fun. I actually could say it qualifies as being addictive. Last weekend I had planned on doing more ATS than Foundation, and I ended up playing Foundation for most of a whole day, so. And then I didn't have enough time to do all I needed to do for J76NY. So we had 2 episodes of Grand Tactician last week. And I came down with a pounding headache after I recorded all the stuff for this channel. Kind of put the kibosh on my enthusiasm about sitting at a computer screen. I might drive over there and check out the whatever that is over there. I think it's just a picture, but it's alright. Small bit of trivia: Cape Girardeau is the hometown of the late Rush Limbaugh. A handy sign for Midas. Thank you very much for letting me in. Not sure what a muffler place wants with this barrier, but they're gonna get it. All right. Kind of wondering if I could go around that way so I don't have to blind back. Let's get out and look. Oh, probably not. They'd have to come in way... yeah. Unless I... nope. Man, they just set this up so it's not possible to swing it in there. Because I can't just turn right. I'll run the trailer up on that fence. I can't go over there and then swing it around. Well, I probably could up there. Swing this around and then come back and go back around. They say get out and look, and then here I am flying around the sky. Alright, let's do that. We're going to flip it around and go around the other side of the building. So I don't have to blind back, even though it looks like... Hang on a second. Oh no, it's over there. It's right there. A little bit confused here. The hell they want this load? In that wide open spot. Kind of starting to have my doubts whether or not I'm going to be able to flip it around. I guess we could try. Probably could have gotten a lot closer to that building there. Oh yeah, I don't think this is going to work. This isn't going to work. I wonder if it's possible to rip out your airlines. Because I am jackknifed pretty good. Here, I'll do it from the outside view for this one. Let's see this here. Really don't think this is going to work. See if the, oh, nope, not gonna work. I'm stopped. Right up against my fairing. My airlines are stretched way past where they would be if this was real. Alright, well, it was a thought. Always looking for, best possible way to go about something. Whoops. Drive. Drive. Thank you. Oh, and we got to back inside the building. I see why it was 90. Oh, I hate these places like this. I really do. I do see a way out, though. It's going to be a little bit longer episode than what I had originally intended. It also looks like my trailer is kind of pivoting in the middle. That should be a little bit easier. There we go. Look at that. Alright, that worked. Oh, whee! Excuse me. can be kind of a bitch. One of the actual 90s that's really does qualify as a 90. I'm sitting back looking at this thing, and it's like, is this even gonna fit? I don't know if it is, but we don't really have much of a choice unless I just give up, which I might do. Go too fast there, Jay. Right, pull up a little bit, straighten it out. Really a whole lot of room to pull it up, but I'm gonna have to make do. Can't get too close to that blue container right there because I won't be able to swing. Close. Whoop. Really gotta get the eye tracker. If you want to help me out with that, become a channel member on J76NY like Bull, or sign up on Patreon. I'll name a driver after you, even if I just have to use my voice to do it. Fit. Oh boy. This one is a little tougher than what I was thinking it was going to be. But we're right there on the tire marks, so. No, we're not. Well, bravo, American Truck Simulator. You actually made it challenging back here. Shut up. Off. There we go. Load delivered. All is $6,000. $335 XP. No biggie. There we go. There was that. Where was I going? Poplar Bluff. I wonder if there's actually anything going to Poplar Bluff out of here. Probably wouldn't pay very much. Pine Bluff. Nah, I'm not seeing anything. Alright, well, I'm going to go cruise on over, check this out. I'll show you the picture. Then we will get on the road to Poplar Bluff. So I will be back shortly with a new picture and an idea of, well, that's probably just a garage, but I'm going to have to go that way anyway. So, alright, check this picture out. There you go. That's the Cape Girardeau City Hall. That was pretty cool. There's this guy over here having a conversation with his possible prostitute. But we've got a load to pick up. Well, we got a load to discover and then pick up. Looks like an old-ass church down there. It's kind of cool. It makes you wonder, like, the history of that building. Maybe I'll, if I can remember to do it, maybe I'll look something up and put a picture of the real building and spout off a little bit of history about the Cape Girardeau City Hall. Kind of a cool looking building. I did. What's that supposed to mean? I've discovered a new viewpoint. Where? Oh, right there. I didn't know I could discover new viewpoints. I wonder how I get there. Go fuck yourself. I have a stop sign. So Cape Girardeau is actually pretty cool. Wow, look at that. I don't know what that is, but we're going to go check it out, so here we go. There we go, after a little bit of an unplanned tour of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, which I was not expecting. We are on our way. Not entirely sure I remember where our way is going to take us. Poplar Bluff, I think. If I can get out this way. I discovered a secret video and a secret passage. I'm driving behind this wall here next to the river. The Mississippi, the mighty Miss. Which is really cool. Glad I made it here during the day. Hope I can get my truck through this little slot here. Shouldn't be a problem. There we go. Alright. Puts us right out on the road, too. Nice. Whoop. Unless I missed the road. Went from downtown to slums, just like that. Really gotta turn that fucking thing off. Alright, so we got 96 miles to go. I'm not quite half tired yet, so we may even, at the beginning of the next episode, pick up the load and start out. I don't know what that bridge is. A couple things to look up in Cape Girardeau, Missouri is the City Hall and the bridge. What bridge is that? There's Westport. That's kind of cool. We could pick up a boat, maybe. That'd be cool. Says the truck route's up straight. Ah, fuck it. We'll go this way. Because the GPS told me to do it. GPS be damned, there's a bridge up there I can't fit under. Whatever. GPS told me to do it. Truck traffic in this residential neighborhood here. But that was kind of cool. We got to see something that really wasn't expecting. Oh, I got the arrow. Go, go, go. Go, Jay, go. Without crashing, preferably. Truck still only does 65, though. That's a couple things I gotta actually look up. I keep saying that, but I never actually do it. One, how do you turn the engine brake up? Because I think it's on the lowest setting, and it doesn't really do too much, even though it sounds like an engine brake. Two, how do I turn the governor off, or at least up? I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go the other way. Zoom this out a little bit here. Yep, wrong lane. What the fuck is that guy doing? Riding like a lunatic is what he's doing. I may pick up the load and start out with it. It's not too far. I may do the whole thing. But I think I'm going to pick something that goes to someplace I haven't been that actually makes a little bit of money. Because I do have an end goal in mind here for the Cruising Missouri event, in addition to getting all the trinkets and shit that they give you. I think there's a new paint job I can pick. But I want to buy another truck, like a sleeper road truck. Oh, I'm going 76 miles. I guess I don't have to. I guess I'm not governed at 65. Oh, whoops. Well, that was a surprise. Yeah, I want to buy a sleeper that's not this thing, because I'm just going to use this as my event truck. Look, they're even advertising themselves on that sign up there. That's neat. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting to see that. That caught me completely off guard. I'll tell you, this Cape Girardeau run's been pretty eventful. Got to see some neat stuff in Cape Girardeau. There's a fighter kind of hanging out at their airport. Poplar Bluff, that's where we're going. And I did notice on that mural on the wall that we were parked next to, on the front side of it, there was a picture of Mark Twain. So there's that. Suddenly completely ran out of shit to talk about. I'll make the next episode real interesting. I'm just sitting here driving down the road. But I figure if we can get the load, if I can get the load, get on the road, we can stop somewhere along the way. Take our 10-hour break. We got a picture and a video to check out in Poplar Bluff. Can't imagine what that would be. Really interested to see what happens. What happens when they start getting into the states that I'm actually familiar with, like Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. And, of course, New York, which is where I'm from. My guess is that it'll be another 10 years down the road, even though they do have three more states coming up. Poplar Bluff discovered. Go me. And there's the picture. Pictures right here on this bridge. No, it's after the bridge. It's got to be that building right there. Up there on the, can't get a red light when I want it to. Oh, good. Good. Fantastic. We'll stop here. That's probably what it is. Alright guys, I'm going to call this episode right here. We're going to get that picture in there for you to see just like that. And then I'll end it with the video once we get down there. Guys, I'm Jay Sims. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.